Alright, on today's episode, we're going to be redoing this pond overflow. It's like the cows had made them a trail through here at one time, and it's pretty deep. I don't know, it's probably 6, 7, 8 feet, and it goes on around obviously, but we're going to knock all this down. We got 60 foot of, I think it's 16 or 18 inch plastic pipe we're going to reinstall, put down in here. What I'll first do is knock all that out, get all that grass out of there, and make me a nice bed. We're going to change the direction. This went way over here. I'm sure probably gophers started all this, but we'll get started on it and see how it goes. So I got this all cut out. I throwed all the grass to the side. I got my boy throwing it in a pile. We'll use that to cap everything. I just want to use clean dirt when I start filling this hole in. I peeled all this back too because I'm gonna layer it, make a shelf so the skid steer will fit in here and compact on top of that tin horn. We're gonna make it the same height that it already is, and then gradually slope it on out of here. So we'll get with it. And on some of these, you want to make sure that the dirt's clean. Like right here, that's all brick and rock. You want to be sure to get all that cleaned out. Water will follow all that rock. You know, it works good on the overflows, but you can't use it on the tube, on your tin horns. There's one at about that height right there. Alright, so we got this cut down. It's all packed in, it's real smooth. It's got a nice steady grade going up it. What I'm going to do on this one is, most of the time you want to do like a concrete seep collar of some sort. On this pond, it's not spring fed. The only time water's gonna be running out of it is when we got a lot of rain for a long period of time. If this was a spring fed pond, I would have recommended it, but it really wasn't in the budget to put a concrete, you know, come down 6 feet, put concrete all the way around like a head wall. So what I'm gonna do, in my experiences in putting these tin horns, is if you leave the ground really hard like this and you put that on there, you won't get any dirt underneath that tin horn at all, underneath them ribs. So what I do is, after I prep it, I'll take the excavator and I'll scratch whatever bucket I got on there and make a real soft bed for it to lay in. That way when I put dirt around the side of it and drive on top of it, it'll mash those ribs down inside the dirt and actually bond. If you leave it really hard like this, it won't. You'll never get all the dirt underneath it. So I'll take the excavator and scratch a little surface off and put it in the bed. And the other thing I want to mention is, once I scratch this down, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the dirt. I've already peeled back the grass way back. I'm going to shelf this out. I'm going to come back in about 2 foot and step it down and use that dirt to do my first lift across it. That way the skid steer can drive and pack every bit of it on top of this tin horn. I'm going to peel this grass off right here. Anyways, I'm gonna shelf it out, pull it over, drive over it, and keep shelving it out. That way when I get way up over top of the tin horn where I'm not worried about it washing, I can use some of this dirt with grass and some other stuff that I pull off. I got to re-landscape around it, and we'll use that dirt to fill it in. grade on what I've already done. Because them ribs are only about 1.5 inches deep, so you know, scratch it, scoot over. So we got the goop on there, got kind of partially buried. Now we'll put it together. right, so we got it all graded out, packed top here, all the way around. I'm going to use good dirt all the way up here to the peak, and then basically from that it's going to be all this grass on top. I think he wants me to level off the top of this, so we're going to scrape it all down so he can drive across it. So we're just going to cut this dam down, make it where he can drive across it, use that dirt to fill that in. I'm just peeling it back. 4 to 6 inches. I'll tune it up with a skid steer when I'm done. It's be a lot easier with a dozer, but putting that 10 horn in was a lot easier with this. I don't want to drive. I don't want to go back home and get the dozer just to do this. It won't take very long. Trying to make it real smooth because like I say, I'm going to go back over it with the skid steer. Plus it gives my helper something to do. He might make an employee of the week. This dirt's going way back on the back side of the dam, so I'm not real worried about it. If it was a bigger pond, bigger overflow, more intake, we'd be doing it a lot different. What do you think, Dalton?
Pretty good.
Yeah. Pretty nice. Overflow's all done. Cows are happy. Put all the rock around the tin horn here. I'm gonna kick some of that out. Smooth it up. On to the next job.